talking about board goals. Any comment?
Well, in my opinion, we should have really started having this conversation over the summer, or at least should have been asked to give a draft of what we thought would be our idea of a personal, our idea of
Microphone.
board goals. So
Microphone.
to start this now in September, I think last year we were on track of finalizing our goals, and that takes about 2 months. So now I'm seeing these set of goals, ones that we'll obviously write together, earliest is December or January. So then how do you properly give the direction of our goals to administration where we're not allowing enough time? So again, this should have been started over the summer. We could have gave the administration enough time to implement the goals that we would like to see for the district.
Are you unhappy with these goals?
These goals were from last year, so if they're gonna be a goal every year, then what do you accomplish?
Well, many of them we were continuing.
So I don't want this boilerplate, I don't want a boilerplate. They should be specific to every year. That's just my opinion. Because then I can,
Do you have any suggestions?
no, because I just saw it on the board goals. Again, that's why I would appreciate it over the summer. I could have gave some time and consideration to think about it. I didn't see the agenda until today. So, kind of threw me off guard. Maybe next time send an email, so we're a little bit more prepared that we'll have to come in with our board goals. Unless it's you guys are taking a different direction. I did it one way, you guys can do it another way.
Are you talking to me or?
Yes, you're it's how you.
I'm not the one who decides when we do goals.
Of course it is, you
I am.
orchestrate it, yes.
Did you?
I orchestrated it last
I had no
year.
clue about that.
Yeah, I orchestrated it in the
Oh,
summer.
That would have been great if someone told me that.
I just thought you knew that
No, I had
last
no
year.
clue.
Yeah, I orchestrated it, so I thought maybe, so again, these are just a boilerplate. I don't wanna follow a boilerplate every year because then it can be a little bit ambiguous.
Let's move forward with goals rather than attacking each other.
Wait, you're taking this as an attack?
No, I'm not
actually-
taking it as an
I'm
attack.
taking it and you're bringing up that we should have done
No,
this.
I'm
not
actually,
taking it.
I said this is
Let's move forward.
ambiguous.
Let's move
You
forward.
need to pay attention. I said this is ambiguous and I would really like a more defined set of goals. So I can check off the list.
We had 2 meetings in the summer. It would have been great if you would have worried about that.
I'm not the
Let's
president.
move forward.
You were.
Yeah, but I'm not the president. But
Right, but
it's
you
a
were.
new point right now. The idea
Lee,
is,
do you have any
it
comment?
sounds like you wanna take these
My
on.
comment would be, I would like to see this mission statement replace the one that's been sitting up there over the cabinet forever, because this is the new one. And, it should be displayed in this district. In terms of the goals, what I heard tonight personally has satisfied me. I can't express how satisfied me with what's going on in the district. I want to thank everybody here. Thank you all for moving us forward and making us a better district, making our teachers better teachers, and fulfilling the needs that I knew that this district could do. And I think with this administration and with the staff here, I want to say thank you. I'm very proud, to be part of this. Thank you.
Okay, should we make the decision right now to continue to stick with these goals, or do we want to make the decision to establish new goals?
I think we should look at these and see what's accomplished off this list, and then we can go further. Again, just use this as a boilerplate every year, then how do you measure it?
Well, you don't have to use it every year.
Well, I would assume that, Ms. Adams, can you tell us on this list of goals that we had set last year? Do you feel confident you have hit every one that was a short-term goal? Because there are short-term goals and there's long-term goals.
We can provide us with a whole list of things that the team accomplished, correct?
Yes.
Reading that?
All right, so as far as this,
So we already had that, information, so now it's our job to.
It's a really good question, I think, Marlon, that you're asking. Honestly, the board goals, when we talked about this at length last year, board goals are supposed to be like 30,000-foot goals. These are the lofty, long-term, big goals that we want for all of our kids in Connecticut. And then the administrative staff comes together and takes your big ideas and your big goals, and we create them into action statements. So when you say increase rigor, increase student achievement, increase accountability, we go and we say, okay, this year, what are the things that we're going to do? And you can see the benefits of us having the thinking around that goal. That's really gonna never go away. You always want us to increase our rigor.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm just saying, I know in other districts are very specific. They want more mental health programs, so they want to see different cultural things change in the building.
Right.
So yes, if you want to just use this as a long-term or as a 5-year plan, that's great. But I'm talking on the short term. What would I like to see at the end of the year? Me personally, I like to see intramurals. There's a few other things I'd like to see. So yes, is this part of a 5-year plan? That's great. But there's some short-term things I'd like to see too.
Goals, your intramurals would be a goal.
Why wouldn't it be?
So it's something, it's an extracurricular activity.
These are very broad things that you're empowering administration to go out and achieve.
So then
through
we're
the
not
initiatives
getting
that they
any
have.
short-term goals then. Okay, again, I said this is like a nice 5-year plan. But we're not gonna do any short-term?
Well, why don't we give ourselves a homework assignment and come up with, if you want to come up with some short-term goals.
Right.
If anyone would like to come up with some short-term goals,
Easily
or
adjustments.
long-term goals, that's fine. And we have a meeting in 2 weeks. Alright, so if you come up with any goals, print them out and bring them.
We want to go through the business meeting or we want to wait?
If you want to roll them out quicker, we could do them during the business meeting, because our next meeting, we only have one meeting in October because of the way the holidays are falling.
Right.
So if you want to, I guess, send them to Andrea, she can put them together and then resend them to everyone so you can look at them before the next meeting.
I'll let Mr. Grable know.
I mean, academically, we've seen the improvements here, Linda, but the one thing that I was advocating for last year was the mental health piece. So I'd like to know what part of the mental health piece have you approached and how was it approached?
Well, that would be a presentation from Ms. Santo
Okay.
as the director of PPS, so she could tell you all the different things that she brought, all the professional development that you see that happened with these folks, these directors, happened with Ms. Santo as well. This was more focused on the academic achievement of our students, but she would be more than happy to come and give you an overview of what last year looked like and what she wants to move forward with this year.
Yeah,
And has already done some already,
Yes, I'd definitely like to see what her approach is
absolutely.
with mental health and drugs and everything else, because that
Okay.
is, something that's, I know it's a long-term goal, but it's also a short-term goal. What can we do at the elementary level? What can we do at the middle school level? What can we do at the high school level?
Right.
And that to me is interchangeable. That changes all the time. This is a nice set. This should be a standard. These things that are set here should be the standards.
Yeah.
But
I
going
agree.
forward, I'd like to see little things. Again, intramurals, okay. Can we at least look at, can we explore? So
Yeah,
those
of
are
course,
the things,
that's
yeah.
not,
Yeah,
that's,
if
you
you want
would
us to
put
look
as
at
a
that,
goal.
then absolutely.
That's
So then how would I
something you just need to-
incorporate that? Because I would like to see more things offered to our children as far as on an intramural.
See, that
That's a
would be,
request.
yeah, that's a request, but the way you just phrased that, if you said, I would like to see our kids offered more extracurricular activities, I see, that could be a goal, rather than just saying intramurals, that you pinpoint it.
Yeah, make it broader,
Yeah.
just so that it incorporates more.
Okay, so I'd like to see the kids that don't make a sports team, they still have the availability to still play on, on a team for recreational fun. I think it's important to get our kids off the street, so